I believe we've all heard the news of what happened to Charlie Kirk, but breaking news, I guess, for those who haven't heard it yet. Charlie Kirk was unalived yesterday, the 10th of September 2025, at a university in Utah. For those of us who don't know who Charlie Kirk is, he was an American right wing political activist and influencer. Investigations are still ongoing, so at the moment, we don't know who unalived the guy. But I want to quickly get to the point of my video, and this is going to be a short one. Now, I don't think any sensible person would argue the fact that he has had very problematic takes over the years.
I think it's worth it. I think it's worth to have a cost of, unfortunately, some gun deaths every single year so that we can have the Second Amendment to protect our other God-given rights. That is a prudent deal. It is rational.
Now, I'm personally not religious, so I don't believe in heaven nor hell. Charlie, on the other hand, was religious. He was Christian, actually. So I don't know where man is at. Maybe he's looking down on us or he's looking up at us. But regardless of wherever he is at the moment, based on his beliefs, I cannot help but wonder right now, does he think that his death is worth it so others can have their Second Amendment rights? Because, when these people be talking sometimes, they don't care, right? Because these things are not happening to them, they're happening to other people. So it's very easy for them to say, oh, it's worth it when these people are dying because we get to have a Second Amendment right. Man has been promoting political violence for years now, and the political violence came knocking on his door. Moral lesson of the story: careful what you promote because it just may come bite you in the ass. I kind of feel uneasy at the moment, and no, it's not because I am having empathy for this man, because I have literally no empathy to give. Hell, Charlie did not even believe that empathy was a real thing. He called empathy a new age made up term, right? So he don't even believe in empathy, so why bother giving him any? Not that I have any to give though, but just saying, why bother? The only people I feel bad for right now are his kids, and this is not to say that I'm happy that he's dead. Just to be perfectly clear, I'm not one to celebrate when someone dies. Like, yes, we can have different opinions politically and otherwise. That don't mean that I'm going to be wishing death on you or celebrating when you die. And no, that don't mean I'm mourning either. I am not going to cry over a man who don't even like my kind.
If I see a black pilot, I'm going to be like, boy, I hope he's qualified. Because of DEI, it begs the question: when you see a black pilot, you wonder, you say, I hope they are qualified. If I'm dealing with somebody in customer service who's a moronic black woman, I wonder, is she there because of her excellence, or is she there because of affirmative action? It almost creates thought patterns that are not necessarily. No one really cares when it's HR managers. No one cared when it was, just kind of paper shufflers or even engineers. But now when it's like, wait, hold on a second. You're going to remove my appendix and you're a black lesbian.
I live like a capitalist every single day, Shank. I live like a capitalist every single day, Shank. I live as a capitalist, okay? I live what I believe. No. What do? I get charity every single year.
So I don't feel a deep sense of empathy for a man that is full of hatred and bigotry, and I'm not sorry about this. But to the actual point I was trying to make earlier, and the point of me even making this video to begin with, is the fact that, as I was saying earlier, I do feel uneasy. Damn near rather, sorry. I'm actually feeling terrified. And this is because I am kind of scared of what this could possibly snowball into. I fear seeing how Charlie got unalived is going to radicalize people in a very scary manner and may create a situation where people would now think it's okay to unalive somebody just because you don't agree with their views. Like, we already have extremists in our society, but I fear this right here is going to create even more extremists. And I know this isn't the first time something like this is happening. What happened to Charlie, unfortunately, isn't an anomaly, because this has happened to a good number of Black African political activists, political leaders as well, talking about people like Malcolm X, Dr. Martin Luther King Jr., even Thomas Sankara, to mention a few. These men and the plethora others we unfortunately have too got unalived for their different political views. But the difference this time, and why I am uneasy, is the fact that Charlie Kirk was a white conservative man, right? And we know how conservatives are, and we already see how they are operating politically at the moment and all the extreme things that they are already doing, right? With the ICE agents, what they did with DEI and Roe v. Wade, they are trying to and have been actively, undoing a lot of progressive laws and reenacting new laws that are very, extreme in my opinion, very conservative, very white supremacist leaning, right? And then something like this happens to one of their favorites, might I add. I don't know, guys. I just cannot help but worry about how they are going to react moving forward. I fear it sets a precedent of normalizing being violent to and unaliving people who hold different opinions from you. And I think that's very scary. I really do. And this is where I think we do need to take a step back and maybe reevaluate where exactly could we be heading to if this is what is happening now, and what would the future look like if we don't like shun this behavior, because this could be literally anybody. Literally anyone with an opinion right now is in danger, is what I'm saying. Aside from what the government may do, I see a very high possibility of this particular event being used in the near future to justify more extreme actions being taken against vulnerable people and marginalized communities in the US of A. And this possibility scares me. And that's my take on this situation. I hope I was coherent enough for you guys to understand what I mean. I hope I made some sense here.
Y'all are using his children as human shields to catch some empathy for him. I have empathy for his children. Do you? Or are you using them to launder his evil deeds? Because that's the role of children on the right. At least that's how the right weaponizes them.
And the reason why people are using his kids to try and get empathy for him is because he has no redeeming qualities. And the right know this. In their hearts of hearts, they know, regardless of what they want us to believe, they know that nothing this man stood for, none of the ideologies he stood for and or perpetuate were inherently good. Hence why they cannot go to those ideologies and say, oh, see this good thing he was talking about here, or see this good thing he was promoting here. So they go to the kids and try to use their innocence to get sympathy for him, because on his own, there is absolutely nothing redeeming, absolutely nothing good to write home about.
You've heard of money laundering? I'm calling this morality laundering. That's what y'all are doing. Oh, when somebody think about the children, that's the morality laundering version of taking away women's rights, queer rights, etc. You can't have because of the children. You can't get a divorce because of the children. Queer people can't get married because of the children. You can't teach slavery because of the children. They'll start to feel guilty for being white. You see what I mean? Here's how you should actually feel about the children that he's left behind. You should feel about them the same way you feel about children in Gaza. So if you've had empathy for children in Gaza, then good. His kids get some empathy. But if you've looked at children in Gaza and said, that's just a damn shame, too bad they're being used as human shields, so, oh well, then that's the same energy that you should apply to Charlie Kirk's kids. They'll be fine. They'll be fine the same way children mining for cobalt and other minerals in Congo are fine. They'll be fine the same way children in Sudan are fine. Sit with that and stop using his children as a shield for what you actually want to say, which is that you just feel bad for him. Just say it. If hell is real after all, he might need those words of affirmation. So
I can't wait to hear what you guys think though. Let me know down below in the comment section. Thank you very much for watching. And of course, as always, I'll be catching you guys in the next one.